So what is the ILM Assessment Service? You may have also heard it's called ILMA or ILMA. So that's the ILMA, that's the ILM Assessment Service, and it's an independent quality assured marking service. It's available to all our ILM approved centres. As I mentioned, it's available on a range of our ILM qualifications, so between levels 2 to 5 for leadership and management and levels 3 to 5 for coaching and mentoring. There's an online ILMA portal where you would submit completed learner assessments for marking. And then through the portal, the assessments are allocated out to our team of trained assessors who will mark, provide feedback on the mark sheets against each assessment criterion. And then there's a sampling process where our lead assessors will quality assure and sample the assessments. The results are all made available on your ILMA portal dashboard. So you've got a good tracking dashboard in the portal. And then as part of the service, we will enter the successful results onto Walled Garden on your behalf to generate the certificate. Our service level agreement, our SLA, from submitting the assessment is 25 working days, but we usually turn them around in 15. We keep it 25 days to allow for holidays or really busy periods, but pretty consistently we can do a turnaround in 15 working days. Next slide, please. Oh, Karen, I'm passing on to you for the benefits, please.
Thanks, Charlotte. So Charlotte's already introduced me. You'll certainly know my voice if you've been on any of our previous webinars, but I'm one of the technical advisors for ILM. So giving sort of advice and guidance around the detail of any of our ILM services and qualifications. I work the front end of the week, so this is my Friday, which is fantastic. And then Jill works Wednesday to Friday, so you've usually got one of us that you can work with. So I'm going to share with you just some of the benefits of the assessment service. Why would you take this route? Some of the feedback that we always get is that it's quite cost effective. The prices that you'll see when you look on our guide to fees include the registration fee. So you've got to kind of take off the normal registration fee that you would have to pay if you were assessing it yourself. But it is, you know, from a cost point of view, it's quite cost effective. But there's lots of reasons. You might be new to delivering our qualifications, maybe unsure about the whole process, and we can take that burden away from you. And we have new centres sometimes who kind of shadow market or ghost market themselves and compare it to the marks and the feedback that the ILMA service has provided, just to sort of help develop their confidence and their skills in that marking. There might be, we have some large employers who have internal teams who are delivering the programmes, but the delivery is their area of expertise, and so they don't want the assessment, so we pick up the assessment and the IQA for that. Similarly, we have extremely small centres, maybe one-man bands. I don't think I'm supposed to say that. So single organisations where there's just one person. So the whole assessment and IQA process can't take place because there's just one person. So again, if they get us to do the assessment, that relieves that and solves that problem. If you've won a big contract and perhaps you need to move some of your team into delivery so that would normally pick up the assessment, that would also relieve that burden for you, and we would pick up the slack. Obviously, it makes your EQA process simpler as well, because we've already taken those assessments through the internal quality assurance and the external quality assurance. So no sampling by your EQA is required. So Charlotte mentioned sort of the broad range of qualifications that we offer for this service. I'm not going to read these to you, but we will be sharing the slides with you along with the recording, so you'll be able to see, you'll be able to have a more detailed look when you have the recording. Some of these codes may seem a little bit confusing, but so if we just take a look at the Level 3 award in leadership and management, you'll see there are 2 codes there, and there are 2 price points really based on whether it's a small number of assignments that are required to be assessed or a larger number, and the same with the certificate. If there are more assignments, if you've done a bigger certificate, then clearly we need to charge you a little bit more for those. So that's sort of an explanation of that. And over the page into the coaching areas as well. There's a little link here at the bottom which takes you to our guide to fees, which is quite a comprehensive document that provides you with detail of all of the services that we offer and the costs of those, and the codes as well, so that when you're trying to register your learners, you take them onto the correct code. And just as a reminder, the fees that you will see for the ILM Assessment Service includes the registration and certification.